Hello, welcome back. So, we are going to look at Joe Rogan today. He sold to Spotify. And what does it mean for us? Us? Do you really watch Joe Rogan? Let's not chit chat. Let's start. So, Joe Rogan has signed an exclusive deal with Spotify, which will see his podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience, disappear from all other platforms. So, he's not going to be on YouTube anymore. The multi-year deal is believed to be worth $100 million or 82 million pounds, according to Wall Street Journal. Rogan's podcast, which is one of the most popular in the world, will arrive on the streaming giant on 1st of September. It will then be housed there exclusively by the end of the year and removed from all other platforms. That's weird. That's weird that he's going to remove every. Okay, since he is on the deal, he can only be on Spotify. The bad thing is that you would have to subscribe. On YouTube, at least it was free. So I don't know how do I feel about that, but let's see. We have a statement from Joe Rogan, and okay, so here is what he says: it will remain free, and it will be the exact same show, said Rogan. It's just a licensing deal, so Spotify won't have any creative control over the show. So funny thing here is that there will be no creative control that Spotify will have, but it won't be freely available as it is right now on YouTube. They want me to just continue doing it the way I'm doing it right now. I'm excited to have the support of the largest audio platform in the world, and I hope you folks are there when we make the switch. So he wants you to join Spotify. So here is a bit on Joe Rogan. This should be fun. Joe Rogan is a US stand-up comedian and TV host turned provocateur who launched his podcast in 2009 in the early days of the medium. Last year, the podcast was downloaded 100 million times per month. Rogan has previously advocated for long form media, and his own podcast episodes regularly run from 2 to 3 hours. The controversial entertainer also has 8.4 million subscribers to his YouTube channel, but he has also attracted criticism. Rogan has been accused of making sexist, racist, and transphobic comments in his podcasts. JRE, the Joe Rogan Experience, has become one of the internet's foremost vectors for anti-wokeness. That's the thing. Everything for some reason becomes political. It cannot just be a discussion. Somebody is woke, somebody is anti-woke, and even if probably Joe Rogan doesn't want to be categorized and calls himself probably a guy who picks good from both sides, but now he is categorized as anti-woke per this article. In 2018, Rogan's show hit the headlines when the host shared a cannabis joint with the Tesla boss Elon Musk, after which the company's stocks fell by 9%. That is weird. An important thing to learn here would be, why did he sell to why? Even though, as he says, it's just licensing, some of it, no matter what anyone says, has to be about the money, because it's a lot of money. $100 million. I think later down the article they actually break it down. So it's a lot of money. So definitely it's about the money to some extent. I think the another reason could be that the reach of Spotify, but I would still say that YouTube being so open, it would still have a larger reach. Let's see if we have this information below. The kind of figures involved in the deal are incredibly rare in the podcast world, and Rogan will now likely earn more money than most musicians on Spotify. So he's going to outrank the musicians. Look at this statistic. Joe Rogan just got paid the equivalent value of over 26 billion streams for a podcast license, wrote Tom Gray, director of Royalties, Music Copyright and Licensing Society, PRS for Music. A musician would need to generate 23 billion streams on Spotify to earn what they are paying Joe Rogan for his podcast rights, added music writer Ted. Spotify values Rogan more than any musician in the history of the world. Now, TV critic and broadcaster Scott Bryan predicted the deal could lead the way to others, but noted that the exclusivity clause would leave many fans locked out. Now, this one is really important because this highlights the important factor as to why it is so crucial, because exclusivity clause would leave many fans locked out. Many people cannot afford Spotify, do not want to buy Spotify, are not on that platform. And now, even if they were ardent fans, they will not be able to listen to it. there is going to be more piracy. It might do what Sky did a lot for a lot of shows he tweeted, lift them up, but put them behind a wall that the culture mostly then ignores. Maybe it becomes less popular. The way he interviews is so amazing. Like, he will ask a question and then just sit back and let the other person talk. He would hardly interrupt, and he has, I think, one of his friends on laptop or big screen, and he continuously asks him to get some information up on the screen. It's just amazing. Although Rogan has said the podcast will still be free to access, Spotify will be hoping the increased traffic to its service will lead to a significant increase in subscriber numbers. It is generally difficult to make large amounts of money in the crowded world of podcasts. As most podcasts are free to download, many presenters and producers attempt to make money from endorsements and advertising. A platform exclusive deal such as this is very, very rare. And that is amazing. Because it is rare, because it is a brand, probably advertisers and companies will be willing to pay money to advertise. Now, let me show you some of the comments from the users or watchers of JRE, a Joe Rogan Experience podcast, who just loved the show but now think that this was somehow a sellout move. Let's look at this. One fan: I've been listening to JRE since the webcam snowflake days, so long time, 2010, 2011 time, and there is simply no reason for this decision other than money. A true sellout moment from one of my long-time idols. Many others simply stated it's been fun. Some of them gave him benefit of the doubt. I don't blame him, go get that money. He has young kids and this will set them up and their kids for life. One big problem that is shown here: only time will tell to what extent being exclusive to Spotify will force Rogan to censor his content, but his loyal fans can only hope he doesn't. Now look at this comment. Oh, good old Joe, contradicting himself for money again. Brings back good memories. Another one said, hey, remember that time someone had a really good show going and then they decided to sell out and jump platforms and it went really well for the integrity and quality of the show? Yeah, me neither. So my hope is that it doesn't get bad, because it genuinely seems like a place where you had Elon Musk and all those philosophers and MMA fighters and all different kinds of people, like just everyone literally. There are obviously these aspects of being a sellout and doing it for the money and making a very wise, practical financial decision. But I think what it will do is it will open up the industry for other podcasters. Going forward, you may have many podcasters who will go this route, where they will get some sort of a licensing or some sort of a deal with a very big platform like Spotify or Apple or other companies, and they will earn a lot of money and will create stars out of them. So it won't just be limited to YouTube. Great future, uncertain future, hopefully a good future, but we'll see. All right, hopefully it has been fun. If it has been, let me know in the comments and with that like button. Hopefully you subscribe to, and see me tomorrow. Take care. Goodbye.